Hi everybody, it's Willa from Willa Moon Mystical. Willa Moon Mystical is my shop at Howard's Flea Market in Homosassa, Florida. So I'm getting ready to open a brand new shop. Tomorrow I will be going and gathering the keys and start moving display cases and shelving and other units in. And I thought what I wanted to do is I just wanted to create a little talisman to hang up on the inside of my new shop for protection against whatever could come my way, envy or uh, negativity, or just different things that can be sent towards a brand new shop. So I got looking around in my witch's stash box and I came across these strips of fabric. They were left over from some project at some time, but I had really liked the material, so I didn't throw it away, and so I held on to it. I still have a couple of long pieces left that I may add a ribbon to create a witch's ladder at some point. But I did take a piece and I cut it in half. I cut a piece and I folded it in half, and then I stitched the sides, as you can see here, just a running stitch going down. I knotted it and done like 3 stitches at the beginning, then a straight stitch, and then 3 knots at the end. And I just made a little like charm bag, mojo bag. I'm going to be turning it into an amulet or a talisman, and I'm going to be hanging it up in my shop for protection. Now, the spell work I wish to do is spell work by the Pinnacle. A lot of witches uses the Pinnacle for protection. So this is just a piece of typing paper or copier paper where I take it and I coffee dye it, and I use it for parchment and spell work. So I'm just going to tear a piece off here. I do believe torn paper is the best. And what I'm going to do here is as I write the Pinnacle, I am going to do a little bit of spell work with it. Now, normally on a Pinnacle, as you can see, it is spirit at the top, then it's water, fire, earth, and air. But it is really kind of hard to go in unison when doing the spell work that I'm getting ready to do. So it's just going to be as close as it can. Spirit knows the true intention. I don't believe there is a right way or a wrong way of doing anything. There is just the way, which is your way. So the way I would do it is earth, fire, water, and air by the Pinnacle, I declare. Protection for my shop from envy and negativity. And so this is the one I'm going to do. I think I'm going to repeat it just a couple more times. So it's like earth, fire, water, and air by the Pinnacle, I declare. Earth, fire, water, and air by the Pinnacle, I declare. Protection for my shop from envy and negativity. So there's the Pinnacle I'm going to use, and to represent the Pinnacle, I have some just little natural curios and things that I found here that I'm going to use, something to represent each element of the Pinnacle. So for water, I found this little shell, and it's a snail shell from out in the yard, and I thought of using it, but the thing about it is it's very fragile, and so I think I'll just place that on my altar for a while, and I'm going to use a cowrie shell instead to represent the element of water. Now, a shell at one time was a home. It was a safe haven. It was protection for some kind of a sea creature. So that's what I'm going to use it for. This is going to be my shelter for protection. It's going to be the safe haven as I wish for my shop to be seen. So that's the reason why I'm adding the shell. And next, I am adding the key to represent fire, because all metal is melted or molted in fire. So I'm using the key to represent fire, and this is to lock doors for which I did not knock upon, and to be able to lock out the things I do not wish to enter my life or my shop. And then I am going to add this little feather that was left over from some project, but I didn't want to throw it out. And I'm going to use this to represent the element of air. And the reason why I'm using this. This is to brush away, you know, just to brush away any chaos or negativity that may be sent my way. I'm just going to brush it away and let the element of air carry it away. And then I found this little piece of stone laying out in my yard, and this is going to represent earth, and this is going to be, you know, to defend and protect my shop, and also to build upon a solid foundation. And last, I have this little bone bead. It is a bead, and it has a little face up on it, and I often will use bone to represent spirit, you know, or ancestors, or, you know, so I am going to use this little bead that has a little face up on it, and I am going to use this for spirit's guidance and protection, and I'm going to put that in there. Last, I am going to write up on this for protection, for Willow Moon Mystical. So let it be. And so now I'm going to fold up the pinnacle, and I'm going to add this in here as well. So now I've added all of my charms inside of my bag. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my black thread, and I think I'm going to give it a little stitch to hold the string in place. I've already knotted it, so I'm going to give it a little stitch there, and then I'm just going to wrap this around and let it gather as such. Yeah, and I'm just going to wrap it around and let it gather, and then I'm just going to stitch it off a couple more times. One for the maiden, one for the mother, and one for the crown. And that's also represent knot work and magic as well, which fixes our spells. So there you go. Now I've made this tiny little bag, mostly out of scraps of things I had left over and I found naturally in the yard, and I am going to use this. Now, you know, a lot of people believe you need to use some type of signature. For me, I believe I can put it in my palms of my hand. You know, I can hold it and I can intensify it. And I can again say, earth, fire, water, and air, by the pinnacle I declare, protection for my shop from enemies, envy, and negativity. This is my will, so mote it be. At this time, I take it up and I breathe on it to give it life. And there you go. And now, my little bag, charm bag, amulet if you will, or talisman, because it has some natural curios, is ready to be hidden and secured above the doorway in my shop. So there you go. Thank you for joining me. And if you will, if you're seeing this on YouTube, please give me a like, comment below, subscribe to my channel, and ring that notification bell so you may be able to receive notifications of videos as they come available. Thank you for joining me. Stay magical and forever blessed be.